Alright, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 1 of the Secrets of the Tomb event. So I'll be putting a guide in this video. This might be like the longest guide I've ever created, but yeah, let's see. I hope it's not so long. Anyways, before you start the event, do your dailies, especially the ones that consume stamina. So these are the consultations, this one. Okay, so now that they've added the new patch, they have added like the insta farm feature. So let's go here and then we're gonna farm. So like, yeah, easy insta farm. So this would take you, instead of like 5 minutes, it could dwindle down to like 2 minutes in a sense, because it's insta farm. Then afterwards, do your NXX already, because they already added a new feature, which is quick analysis. So quick analysis, basically you don't have to add the cards anymore. So example, let's cancel this one. So if I tap quick analysis, it auto runs it. So yeah, that's the other new feature. So I'll explain why you need to do your dailies first before you do Secrets of the Tomb, because it's hella grindy, this event, as usual. Okay, next, there's also the other new event, which is the Battle Pass. I'm just going to call it the Battle Pass feature instead of Reveries. Okay, basically, you just need to do your normal tasks plus the event, okay, which is Secret of the Tomb. You just need to do like explorations, reach some level like that. So they also have like the event long, and they have weekly long. They also have daily long as well, like finish where is that, log in, finish X dailies, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, complete total 4 study levels or something like that. So yeah, really doable. You don't need to spend S chips here. Like literally just grind as you go, and then you can just claim the rewards easily. Now, is it worth to get the other side? I would say no, unless you really want the background. Okay, yeah, that's just it. And you want some extra tiers. So yeah, that's about it. From what I experienced, I was able to reach all the way to level 50 as long as you just log in every day, do your dailies every day. So yeah, that's it. Next, we're going to talk about the banner, because this is the one I'm pretty sure a lot of people would start pulling. Now, again, there are 2 types of tiers used in this event. So for those who are first time, I'm going to explain it pretty quickly. For those who isn't the first time encountering this type of banner, you can just skip to the next section, okay? Now, this blue thingy is basically a quote-unquote temporary tier, okay? So, you can obtain this for free by just logging into the event or doing the Returnee event. Now, the Returnee event is basically asking people to come back for those players who haven't logged in the game for quite some time. So, those that's how you collect them, and it will consume those blue tiers first before the gold one, okay? Now, the difference between the gold and the blue is when it converts at the end of the event. So at the end of the event, usually it will convert to normal tier for the gold one, and for the blue one, it will convert to gold. So try to spend all your blue ones first before your gold. Anyway, if example you have five blue one and 5 gold one, it will consume them at the same time. So it will prioritize consuming the blue one before the gold one. So yeah, just do take note of that. Second, there has been quite a change this time, because in the previous limited banner, which is the 4 SSR type of events, it's all of the SSRs in one. Then they have this calendar that they're going to put 2 guys on rate up, then the other 2 are on regular rates. But now they have changed because they made it separate. So meaning one guy has his solo banner already. Okay, that's one difference. So would it be easier to get your guy? I would say yes, now that it's already at 1% instead of like split rates. But the downside is that there's a possibility that you would get the perma SSRs of that guy. So example, I'm pulling for Luke SSR. There's a chance that I could get Alluring Gaze, something like that, okay? So just be careful. Second, the PT will be shared across all the guys. So if you see this part, the one at the bottom, increased draw rate for the next 92. If I switch to Artem, it's also like that. So yeah, for example, I pulled one for Luke. The PT is still shared, so I can pull another one for Artem, okay? So yeah, just plan hard on who you're pulling for first before trying to like switch banners left and right, okay? Third difference is that there's this gold coin thingy, okay? This gold coin thingy is basically like a gacha token shop. So for every pull that you do, you gain one coin, and you can exchange for all of these goodies, okay? Now I will prioritize the SR and MRs if you want to 5-star the free SR, unless you bought it, then you have like full 5-star SR. Otherwise, you can opt to do this, okay? If you're lacking materials, because for example NXX base doesn't want to give you the materials that you want, then you can opt to exchange this stuff as well, okay? And lastly, if you think that you have enough of everything, then you can do exchange for furniture voucher, because it's the hardest to get versus this other 2. Okay, but of course, exchange it based on what you need the most. Okay. Right. Uh, oh, I'm pretty sure a lot of people ask about returner gifts, so I'm just going to quickly explain. So returner gift, basically you have to share your code, okay? Sometimes they will put some sort of like a free quest for everybody. So in order for you to share your returner code, you really need to post somewhere in your social media. So either Facebook or Twitter. Now you can set that post to private and it will still count. So if you're shy and you don't want to share your code, it's fine. You can just put it to private, then just share it. It will still count and give you the blue tier. Okay. Again, this blue tier will convert to gold if you don't use it at the end. Okay. Next, let's go to the event. Oh my god, this is gonna be a pain, but it's okay. It's very doable. Now, the event, as usual, there's always tasks, but this time the event is very time locked. Meaning, after some days, then it will only unlock the next one. Okay. So for example, day 2. I want to do day 2 tasks. See, I can already claim this quest already, but I can't because it's going to get unlocked at 2 days, 2 to 3 days, somewhere there. Yeah. See, phase 4 is like 8 days. It's like a week. So in order for you to get the badge, you need to wait for like 8 days. Okay, and R copies. Okay. Now, where to start? I would say start the story from prologue all the way until when Davis is teaching you the tutorial already, because the tutorial will end somewhere when you're starting to explore already. Like after you finish the chapter, and then immediately head to the exploration, which is Tomb of Ita. Yeah, or Ita, sorry. Tomb of Ita, okay? So once you go to exploration, Davis will teach you some stuff about how to explore and everything. So once you finish that one, you'll immediately get everybody's R cards. Easy as that, okay? So the rest of the copies, you just have to progress through. Now, the requirement to join this event is technically a deck requirement of 35,000 because the opponent is around 34, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if you do not have a strong deck, this might be quite hard for you, and you might not be able to join the event. So yeah, it could go higher as you progress the story because day 1 is just day 1 of the event. So there's a chance that there could be more debates to come while you progress the story. So yeah. Okay. Now, during the exploration, there are 3 types of quests. So you will see the yellow, the blue, and the violet. I already finished both the yellow and the blue, so I cannot show you that. The yellow is basically the main quest. Blue is like a side story. And purple is the collection. So you unlock the collection once you start exploring, doing the explorations. Okay? I hope it makes sense so far. So yeah, try to rush the story first before you do other stuff because they're also part of the task. Okay? Now, exploration is a little bit tricky. Okay? When the first time when you play it, it gets a little bit tricky. Now, again, this event is heavily time locked to the point that even this part is also time locked as well. So you have this cap here, okay? Antiquated coin limit 6,000. You can treat this as like your quote-unquote event stamina, okay? Now this stamina will consume in dynamically per person. So it depends on how far you explored and how much you've explored. Then that's the time it will decrease accordingly, okay? Now you see here this exclamation point. It says here that if you reach this rank thingy, okay, then you will have the increase. At the same time, you have to wait after 3 days. Meaning, like example, you're already here at the last one, you're already at V5, but you're just at event day 3. That means you have to wait for almost like a week or at day 10 of the event just for you to get that maximum cap. So do take note of that, just saying. Okay. Now, it's best to not cram the event for this one because you have to keep exploring this one over and over and over because the maps are very random. So there's a chance that you might not reach the final floor, and there are some instances that you have missed something for the task correspondingly, like that. So there are some quests that will tell you finish X explorations, like that. Finish 10 explorations. So you have to keep going back over and over. Okay. Next, OMG. You can see here this exploration bass 1. Okay, you will start first from beginner, if I'm not mistaken, beginner or basic, and then INV, then bass, etc., something like that. So yeah, each quote-unquote rank has like 1 to 5 before you can get promoted to the next one. So in my case, mine is already silver. In the first one, it was like bronze. So try to rush the exploration all the way until you reach INV 5. Why INV 5? Because the skills here, in order for you to unlock the guys here, the requirement is you need to reach INV 5. Yeah, see, in intro 5 rather, not INV. So yeah, they have like requirements, okay, that you need to be rank what, okay. So the more that you explore and you level up, you'll gain knowledge points. So treat knowledge points as skill points if you're playing those action RPG, okay. So these skill points, you will use it on this skill tree. Now this skill tree will help you in exploring the tomb much faster or much better. Okay. Now your goal is to get as many exploration points as you can inside the digging. Okay. So yeah, just do take note of that as well. Now, assuming that you've already reached INV5, I would suggest you prioritize these two skills first, and then prioritize Vin skill. Okay, Vin or Look, depending on how you explore. So I'll explain that a little bit later. Why Vin? Because Vin gives you extra energy. Okay. Why Look? Because Look destroys debris. Okay. So if you see here, he can destroy better obstacles and more areas. So it helps you explore more, especially on those areas that is like congested with a lot of obstacles. So yeah, okay. Now I'm not saying that you have to stick to those, but it's more priority. Like you can choose to do the other two, but you might have a hard time. Okay, so yeah, just do take note of that. After you get these two and Vin or Look, okay, your goal is to try to reach this one, stamina, so that you have a higher cap. So if you have a higher cap, then you can explore more stuff in the tomb. Okay. Again, it's semi-time block as well because of the cap. Okay, so let's try exploring. I'm gonna use Vin because I already max leveled him for the stamina. Now, take note that there are like 3 types of debris. Let me try to look for the other type. Okay. Yeah, there. Okay. For every type of debris, it gives you different amount of points. Okay. So this small thing without any obstacle, that's just 1 exploration. So 1 exploration point is 1 energy consumed. Okay. Now you have the medium one, this black thingy. Okay, that consumes 3. 3 exploration points means 3 stamina consumed. And then last one, this one consumes 6. Okay, I'll show you. Yeah, consumes 6. Now, there are 2 ways to explore this, but it depends on how you want. Okay, so I will just call it farther or deeper. Okay, that's just it's either you explore deeply or go down. Your goal of this exploration is to go down all the way to floor 5. As you can see, this is your map, quote unquote map. So you're at the 1st floor. You need to reach the 5th floor to get the maximum exploration points because it counts on the number of floors that you've passed and the number of things that you've cleared and the number of nuggets that you've collected. So it's something like a semi min-max thing, but yeah, as long as you have some energy all the way until like floor 5, then yeah, that's basically the goal of the tomb exploration. Okay, so don't forget to activate Vin skill before you go down. So as you can see, this is the symbol to go down. Okay, so yeah, do be careful before you go down because you're allowed to use the guy skill once every floor. So try to use the guy's skill first before you go down, whether it's Vin, Luke, Marius, or Artem. Okay, now the tools that you collect along the way, okay, they are in your bag the whole time per exploration run. Okay, it's like per instance. The moment that you get out, because of example, you run out of stamina, okay, then it will already compile all the summary and it will give you knowledge EXP. Okay, now I will go back. So when you click exit and then confirm exit, this is the one confirm end, that's the one that's gonna summarize. You click exit, it will just resume to where you last landed. Okay, now going back to how do you explore. Okay, 2 ways is exploring down or exploring deeper. When you say exploring deeper, it's basically trying to clear every single obstacle that you can find such that you can get the treasure and the tools. Because before you go down, it's going to tell you already, like, oh, we're going to proceed to the next floor. There are still some stuff to check. Okay, so you might need to like look around. But if I were you, the moment that I found this one, assuming that you already collected all the nuggets, that is obvious, then I will go down immediately to save a little bit of my stamina. Okay, no, I forgot to activate his skill a while ago. Anyways, alright, so example, there's this nugget, something like that. Obvious. Next, that's exploring deep. Now exploring down means you will rush to look for the down ladder as fast as you can. Okay, now how to optimize using your stamina. Okay, optimize using your stamina means you would try to consume as least amount of stamina as possible while exploring far. Okay, exploring far or exploring down, because we're going down to the 5th basement 5. Okay, so for example, we want to go to this area. Okay, and we're down in this intersection right here. So you can destroy this and then destroy that, or straight off destroy this, or straight off destroy this and this. Okay, now this is where you do your quick math. Okay, you can even assign multiple values to your rocks as long as it's like small, medium, large. Okay, now if you try to add up the stamina consumption, okay, you only, if you're going to do this path, right, you only consume 2 stamina. Okay, if you go straight up, straight like that, you consume 3 stamina. If you break this and this consumes 9 stamina. So try to find the least cost as possible. That way you can save a little bit of your energy. Okay, so in this case 2 is the smallest, right? So I can just break this rock and this rock. Okay, that way, oh, nice. Okay, that way you can conserve some stamina, because come floor 4 or floor 3, there are cases where the exit is hidden, like it's hidden among the rocks, which is like a super pain. Don't worry, the maps may be randomized, but the entrance and exit are always the same. But the nugget drops are random, and the tools are also random. Sometimes you can come across event squares, so they're like green, they're color green, then they give you a buff. But take note, some of the buffs are double-edged sword, but you don't know what type of buff you're going to get until you activate it. So yeah, some of the buffs are actually pretty pog. Like I think Anubis, well, or I don't really remember. One of the, I forgot the name, but one of the buffs is it destroys the whole debris of the floor, which is like pog. Okay, sometimes you also encounter tools that will help you in your exploration. So example, the shovel, it helps you decrease stamina consumption. Like digging the six cost block will turn to like 4. There are cases that it can go like that. So yeah, just try to explore to your playstyle basically. Yeah, also once you go down the ladder, you cannot go back up anymore. So yeah, if you're like very OCD, so try to find everything first before you go down, then yeah, you can keep asking the ladder basically, because the ladder is going to tell you if you've completed everything or if you haven't completed anything. So yeah, just take note of that. Anyways, for now I will just end it so that it will give you a summary. See, you reach floor 2, you clean up how many debris and how many nuggets have you collected. So yeah, in exchange it will give you, it will convert into the coins consumed and your knowledge exp. So yeah, that's more or less on like how to do the event. Oh, also the event shop, I almost forgot. Oops. Okay, so for event shop, the highest priority that I would say is to get the desert road. Okay, why? Because this one is an invitation of the NXX gang, so it's the first CG when you read the prologue. Okay, I would suggest to get that one immediately compared to everything else, because come next year, assuming there's a rerun, okay, assuming there's a rerun, this invitation will become paid invitation for I think more than $10 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it will be a waste that you would pay for something that you could have gotten it for free, which is real sad. Okay, the second priority would be the limited tiers, as you might never know, you can get an SSR in your free pool, why not? Okay, and afterwards I would get this 3, the EXP, gold, or the voucher. Now this 3, because they're commonly used, where voucher is again the hardest item to get because it's very limited. Like you can only get in Hoyo Lab login, dailies, and weeklies, I think. And yeah, basically it's the hardest to get, and then followed by the ones that you need more. Okay, so yeah, is it possible to clear the shop? I'm not really sure actually. As far as I remember, it's doable as long as you completed all the quests. Then you will have a little bit of spares. Also, the last part of the event is basically every rank that you level up here. Okay, you will get some sort of a artifact or a tool that you will talk to the NPC in the like a story mode, and then you would unlock this purple quest. So that's where the purple quest comes in. Okay, you can just straight off go to this one, the exploration map, and then just continue do it, or you can follow here. Okay, so don't forget to do the quest here, because this is a free 50 S chips right there. So yeah, every S chips count. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. If you look at the quest, I already completed like more than half. So yeah, just keep playing the exploration over and over. It's actually pretty fun, not gonna lie. Especially if you have a lot of like buffs and tools and everything. It's actually pretty fun. Anyway, so yeah, that's more or less on like how to play Secret of the Tomb. We will have a similar event to this, like the ancient China event. It's going to be similar to this, but semi less grindy. So yeah, just a semi spoiler. So yeah, that's about it. I hope this guide helps, and I hope that you could get your Egyptian SSR quickly. Until then, see you on the next video. Bye bye.